Hello! I figured it would be high time to experience some more drawing hijinks. Anyway, I apologize for the light. It's a bit dark, obviously, because we have this thing here called winter, where it's dark. Just dark as my coffee, or my humor, or whatever. So, today's music is something I don't know at all. I'm just going blind in there. It's called Moondog 2. It's by a compositor whose artist name was Moondog. So yeah, it's pretty strange, I have to say, but kind of nice. So anyway, just listen to it for yourself. I don't know it at all. Maybe it will turn out to not be my stuff. Maybe it will. Maybe it will destroy the earth. Maybe it won't. You never know. So today I'm drawing a postman. A very normal postman, obviously. Just kidding, he's a very little bit different than the postman you're used to. Can Mr. Postman, look and see if there's a letter for me. You never stop to make me feel better by leaving me a kind of a letter, Mr. Postman. Look and see, whoa, whoa, stuff. So yeah. Fun fact, the Beatles version is actually a cover. The original song was by somebody else. In their early career, they used many covers. The studio stuff in the later career is obviously well, I mean, it's kind of way more interesting and way more funkier, which I approve of. So I don't know about this picture. I had this idea tonight and I wanted to draw it. That's it. Because not every picture needs to have a very long genesis. A very long genesis is of course a Sega console that was modified to be 1 meter long. 1 meter being about 3 feet in odd people measurements. Seriously, it is about 3. I think it is about no. Oh, yes, it is about 3 feet. Give or take an inch. I have no idea what inches are in centimeters. It's like 5.6 or so. And how many inches you need to make. This is just so weird. You would think that a country that has spent so much time trying to gain its independence wouldn't have kept the measuring system of the country they took their independence from. Of course, by now England is using metrics more or less. I say more or less because it's always this funny little thing where you have a mix of both. Because miles per hour, for instance, sounds just nicer. Yeah, so anyway, I thought I would do a let's draw of this one because, well, it's not many colors to use there. Shouldn't take too much time, he said before drawing for hours upon hour. Alright. Yeah, this music is nice, but of course it is not as great as the greatest geniuses of our times, which are, of course, MC Solar and stuff. Kidding. It's fun. Never could stand rap. Maybe there is, yes, the message behind it is so great and stuff, but I find it to fail musically speaking in terms of melodies because I do not care all that much for voices. Voice is just another music instrument to me. Of course, if the lyrics are completely stupid, it might take me a little bit out of the song. I was thinking about this French old folk song. That really nice composition. It's just really nice tune. But the texts are just freaking terrible. And the guy sang it just so very loud in that version. I'm not loud, I mean very clearly, so you do know what it's about, and essentially it's about a guy who just goes around, well, has sex with women and leaves them in the morning. French folk songs, everybody. I'm sure you are not disappointed. Because I saw another French song from about. I saw a German song too from the same period, and it's actually very funny to read the texts. But yeah, as long as I don't focus on the text, I just see them just as another instrument amongst the other, which of course, if your voice is crap, I will not like it. It's like a music instrument that is not properly accorded, or I don't know. So yeah, just if you just have profound texts and an uninteresting melody, well, if you have no melody at all, I should say, not my stuff. I don't know. I'll just listen to anything and see if I like it. You can make suggestions for stuff I should listen to. Actually, I would like that, because I'm kind of curious. I always want to discover new music. The last one I've discovered, okay, no, just thinking. But the last one where I've heard a full album now is Jean-Jacques Perret, and it's fun. I should link it to, I don't know. This music is kind of relaxing. I'm high on tea. I cannot relax. Nah, tea is not something that you gets you too fidgety. I mean, it can get you a little bit fidgety, but it's nowhere the levels of coffee. Drink enough coffee and you start to see, taste, and yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Gotta stay focused. Gotta stay sharp at the beak of Mr. Postman. Postman Pat. He would have been quite an interesting character if he had such a design, I believe. Nah, it's fine. I kind of like crows. I find them funny. So the way they walk and stuff. And generally corvids, I kind of like them. Corvids are kind of funny. And pretty clever too. And they don't give a damn about anything. But yeah, I say we just color this pic together, and then you come with me to an adventure on the higher seas, which are like the high seas, only they're 4,000 meters above ground level and are made of chalk. adventure. Actually, I do have an addictive science, which is my webcomic, which you can go read on www.catbox.addictivescience. I think it's com or net or org. Never was able to remember. That was very professional, I know. I have an excellent memory. Ha ha ha. On the other hand, if I had a brilliant memory, I would have succeeded in school and university and studies and everything, and not have become an artist maybe. So maybe I'm a little more useful that way. And to the people, if there are people in the comments who argue that artists are freaking useless, well, just take a look at what you're typing this message on. It was designed by someone who had an artistic... he went to an art school. He learned design. Very likely, at least. Not everybody does that, but it is extremely likely the design you're using right now has been designed by someone who has graduated in an art school. And even if you're thinking like doctors and stuff like that, just be thankful that we have artists, because, you know, they have to practice, and the dummies, they practice on art made by bona fide artists. The kind of people, well, it's rather similar to VFX in that manner, special effects. When, you know, bloody people, you don't want to have a real cadaver or so. So you just use, well, a dummy, but you have to make a dummy that is anatomically correct and everything and looks convincing enough. And these are made by artists. So just be thankful for artists, that we don't need that people for every single thing that doctors have to learn. So we have our users in society. But it's easy to forget, and well, it's a long tradition of forgetting that. These days, I don't know. I've heard quite a few horror stories. Essentially, people kind of tend to see you as dependable, and I'm afraid that we encourage artists to take a path that makes them well, more interchangeable by, you know, everybody must draw in the same style on the computer. You're not as... you don't have as many unique people. I mean, everybody's unique, obviously, but I mean on a pure work level. If you need something specific, you don't have like, oh, this artist, oh yeah, he does that, this one does that, and you kind of have a clear-cut choice. You will know, yeah, I need this style, I will ask him. But if you want a style that is very en vogue, you can just ask a lot of people who draw digitally with a manga style. Many of my colleagues at Catbox who are obviously very beautiful and very great artists in their own right. Please don't hate me. But yeah, I don't know. But I know it's a big advantage with digital art that you can just change little things how you need them, but you're kind of putting, well, okay, you're putting the customer, you're giving him the power to have you change that. And the customer is not always right when it comes to arts, because not everybody is knowledgeable in the domains of arts. And what makes a good picture? I mean, just Graphism. Graphism is also art, you know. And just check what the results are when someone who has no knowledge at all tries to make a newsletter. And he uses many colors and Comic Sans to make it nice and poppy, and so that everybody sees it. My point is, drawing is fun. I like bananas. They are full of vitamins. I should use one afterwards. I think I'll make myself a banana split later so that I can destroy the positive effects of the vitamins by putting in a lot of fat and cream. I like cream. I shouldn't maybe have to. No, that's good. Alright, we're nearly done there. This time I've tried to, on a side note, I've put the watercolors on my right side. Usually I draw with them on my left side, but I figured you would see the pic optimally that way. Alright, so there we have it. So I shall upload it and have a nice day. Hey! See you!